Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the Ghost Town map with Pyro from one of our clan, and he's in his Chieftain T95 FV4201. He's got a very lurid camouflage on the tank. This is to make sure he doesn't lose it under his collection of tanks. Now, it's actually a tier 9 T10 battle, so he's top tier. So he needs to come out on top to show that he's master of this tank, but let's see what happens. Alright, heading to the centre to get a hold down position. He'd be running turbo on this, and he would have no standard rounds load. If you've got standard rounds on your Chieftain, then you're doing it wrong. Alright, so these at 55 there. This is the first target, but here we go, got a 279E. Now, they can be pretty tough to face frontally, but firstly, he's got a hold down position, and now the 279E is actually charging forward. So there is a weak spot on each side of the frontal plate. You just have to aim fairly carefully. He's already put 2 shots in there now, and they're whittling down this 279E. The other main target, particularly when they're closest, to go for the commander's hatch, and he's just gone through that. Did take a hit for that, but he's had a good trade so far. And you can see the 279E trying to angle up, which is a standard tactic, but now he's going to come around the side and just punch a hole in the side, and the 279E is now a 1 shot. Oh, and it gets taken out by Artie. So 2 losses now to the enemy. They've lost their Batchat 25T, which we didn't see, and here we've got the VZ55 pushing up into this sort of swimming pool hole in the middle of this building, or the basement I guess it is. But it's got a ramp there that you can climb up. It's a bit of an awkward position really. It doesn't give you full protection because you have to climb out to shoot, and he's already taken some big hits there. So now, however, there's a E100 in the background, and he's already put a snapshot into the top of the turret, and there goes another one. So keeping his gun working, and that's what you need to do to get a good damage target result. And here we've got an E3 coming across, and he's just lining him up and puts a nice shot through the commander's hatch. And there's the E100 again, goes through the director's bar on top. Again, a weak spot. There's not much the E100 can do about that, and you will give him another shot there. And that E100 now is a 1 shot. So all of a sudden that's the case, and he's just under 4k of damage now, and we're in the 3rd minute of the game. Puts another shot into the T110E3, and he bounced a big round coming in, and the T110E3 coming up thinks he's safe. Oh, unfortunately that just ricocheted off the side. It is a pretty small target. Oh, there we go, the ML2 just sort of getting in the way a little bit. He doesn't want to push him into the line of fire. But Pyro just come around and finally he's got a side shot into the I7 there. So the tanks he was firing at before have all pulled back, so now he's got these choices here. Got I7 turning to face the risk that he's got, and he's gotten hull down, which is a good thing for an I7. So now he's starting to bounce shots, not having a real great target there. So on the right he's got an E75, and we know the E75 had a buff to the frontal turret armor, and he's managed to bounce off that. So last 4 shots none of them produced any bit damage. So lining up the E75 again, and that bounced. He's the best target to shoot at the moment. He's going for the commander's hatch there, and unfortunately that doesn't hit, and Pyro shakes his head or his mouse, so as it stands. And he's just going to keep plugging away at these C75, see if we can get some more damage down. Now the E75 climbing right up, you should be able to go through him this time. No, that bounced as well. So not having any excess. There's about 5 rounds he's bounced off the E75. And now we'll aim for the commander's hatch. Finally gets one in. So that's taken him over 5k. So keeping working, and it might just get one more shot in. No, but that bounces as well. So the E75 frontal armor standing up to its standards, which is good. And just going for the commander's hatch again, and it finally gets through again. So that E75 also getting pushed down. Now this is a bit of a ruffle stomp game. The enemy have lost 8 tanks, and they've only lost 1 on Pyro's side. bounces off the side of the Centurion ANX, but very long range. It's not guaranteed to hit the target, and then finally gets shot in, which actually gets him the kill, but only 90 hit points of damage. So 5.8k of damage. E75 goes down. Now there's only 5 enemy tanks left, and there's Strawwoods there from 1AR clan in his CS59 tier 9 tank, so not going to have a really great game here, I don't think. He's up on top of the hill at the back, just pulls back time before Pyro can get another shot in. Now we've got an E3 around the corner here. Now which way is he facing? This is going to be interesting. Oops, he's facing Pyro's way, takes a big hit, and he gets shot from the KPZ-50T up on top of the hill here. And that's put Pyro in a bit of an awkward spot here, but he's still got 900 hit points of damage, of health, I should say. Over 900, so he's got plenty to trade still. And there's 3 tanks now he can still get some damage out of. So there's the KPZ, puts a nice shot in, bounces the incoming round. The KPZ melts. Now he's got a Tortoise there. Tortoise got a pretty fearsome rate of fire. Goes through the commander's hatch there. And can he get another shot in? Oh, he's got to drive right up to get a shot in. It's going to be a bit dangerous here. Takes a hit from the Tortoise, which actually damages the ammo rack, and now he's on a very long reload. Luckily bounces the Tortoise again, and that's just his ability to reverse fairly quickly with the turbo on it. Should get one more shot into the Tortoise, I would think. Lines him up, gets the shot, and that takes up 8k of damage, and that, as fast as that goes, that's the end of the game, and we're basically just in the 7th minute. Alright, some interesting results here. 8k of damage, the 1 kill. That's given him the high caliber award. He's bounced 2320, he's given the Steel Wall award, and got the Confederate medal for damaging at least 7 tanks that were then killed by his team, and just a 2nd class award. Now I say just, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but Chieftain's got a pretty high level of achievement there. So he's got 1309 base experience in just about any other tier 10 tank. That would be an ace tank mastery badge, but 2nd class in a Chieftain. So you really have to work hard to get an ace tanker badge in this tank. The ML2 that was next to him picking up 1170, and that's really by being a lower tier tank in that game and getting damage out of the higher tier tanks, because you get extra experience for that. And then 279s, including Phantom Rack from 1AR clan, coming in the next 2 positions, but one doing 3.2 and a 121p doing 3k as well. So some good performances there from Pyro's team, but Pyro definitely doing the bulk of the damage there. The enemy team, the Tortoise that he came over the top of at the end, getting 2.3, and that's partly by being last tank standing. None of the other tanks doing too well. The Centurion Action X, the only other one doing over 2k. So as we saw, a bit of a roll stomp there. But back to Pyro's game. So 532 shots, really high rate of output for a tier 10 game. 29 shots hit the target, and 19 of those penetrated, and a lot of those were on the E75 that bounced off, as we saw. But luckily it's the end of the season, and we've got lots of reserve payments running, so he's ended up making a very nice profit of 65k, so well deserved there as well. So great game there from Pyro, 8k in a winning match, and particularly when he was up front in that, and getting 1309 base experience. Just a bit of bad luck that not any other tank, you would have got an ace tanker in that. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, appreciate getting a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing that. A lot more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.